In the Air Tonight by Stephanie Tyler. Narrated by Johanna Parker. Copyright 2011 by Stephanie Tyler. This unabridged audiobook is recorded by arrangement with Dell Publishing, an imprint of the Random House Publishing Group, a division of Random House Incorporated, and was produced in the year 2011 by Tantor Media Incorporated, which holds the copyright thereto. Chapter 1. The gun pressed to the side of Paige's bare neck, the cold barrel barely registering against her skin. She'd gone numb. Her hands gripped the beefy arm across her throat. It was close to choking her, pulling so hard her feet were nearly off the floor. She tried to balance on her toes, but Wayne was moving backward, dragging her into the bowels of the ER and away from security. The smells accosted her: stale air, rubbing alcohol and air freshener, fear, and death. No matter how well it was cleaned, those odors would never cease, embedded into the hospital as surely as they were into her senses. In the background, she heard the cacophony, sirens and the screams of the patients and her co-workers, heard someone trying to reason with the man who'd taken her hostage. "Mr. Wallace? Wayne, please, you don't have to do this." "Jeffrey, please, put the gun down. Don't do this." The echo in her head threatened to take over everything, even as she told herself fiercely that this wasn't the same situation, that the man holding her wasn't her brother, and that none of this was remotely personal. Less than an hour ago, EMTs had brought in Cindy Wallace. She'd been beaten and at first insisted that she'd fallen downstairs. Paige had worked here long enough to recognize the signs, the excuses, the fear etched into the fine lines in the woman's worn face. After a few moments alone with Paige, Cindy had admitted her husband had been abusing her for years. She hadn't offered up much more than that, but it had only taken Paige one touch with a bare palm to know the full story, her gift of psychometry working overtime, and she called the social worker down immediately, and the police. And then she'd put on exam gloves so she wouldn't have to feel more of Cindy's pain. But she hadn't realized the extent of Wayne Wallace's anger, hadn't taken it seriously enough when Cindy told her that Wayne had gone so far over the edge that he would do anything not to be separated from her. The police were searching for him, and Paige had been so intent on taking care of Cindy that neither of them had noticed Wayne sneaking into the curtained area. They'd noticed when he grabbed Paige and held his gun on her, though. "I'm not leaving here without you," Wayne was saying now as he dragged her, Cindy following along, until they reached an empty room where he herded them inside.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?